It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Murray now on first down. This one caught by Isabella. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. The Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
On the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun now from Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
25-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. And that's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Eagle ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4th down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
First down, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Buda Baker on the.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Cardinals nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Rookie Jalen Rager, the intended target that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
On for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
On 2 yards.
They're going with Lindsey. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
He's across midfield.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Murray from midfield. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And that's the type of play gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2nd and 10.
6-yard line.
Now Murray again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
3rd down.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Isaiah Simmons.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. Still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2nd down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz flushed out right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Going for it with Sanders. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Another run with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Sanders here as they run out of the gun, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Eagles 27, Cardinals 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Intended for Phillip Lindsay. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They're going for it. It's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Murray now on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Throwing again, Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
7 yards to go.
The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, Wentz. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw from his end zone. Murray escaping the pressure right. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
6 brings up 3rd and inches.
Wentz is going to keep it, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, They've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Murray now to throw. He's going to let it fly.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I'm coming after you. Hey. And we're going 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Drop deep. And we're going 37 is the Mike. Mike 30. Double dog. That's the way.
Here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. First down, Murray. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
7 at the Eagles'
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So, fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 10-4.